Welcome back to the channel. I have an exciting promotional project to go over with you today. Now, this is a project that I'd seen trending on Twitter a little bit in the past month or two, so I've been wanting to check it out myself. So I'm very happy to be doing this video for the team. So, which project is it? It is called Blaze Token. Great name right there. So they're not exactly brand new. They've been around a couple months. They've been tweeting since April 16th. So they're not like some of the more meme-ish coins I covered that have been created in the last week or two. They are on CoinMarketCap. They have a tradable token. They've been listed here since May 10th. They have a $2.5 million market cap. So it's not a micro cap. It's now a small market cap. That's good. You won't be affected by low trading volumes as much. This price action is pretty good here. So they're up 44%. Since being listed here. I mean, as we know, most coins, are down lower from when they first got listed. They either sort of slowly decrease in price, so they have a big rise up the first few days, and then fall off, decrease big time as the founders move on to other projects or whatnot. This right here, I see a great base, great support right there. That's what I like to see. They're currently on the Ethereum blockchain. They are not on the Binance Smart Chain. They're trading on Uniswap, Bitmart, and CoinW. Those are two centralized exchanges. Bitmart is a pretty big one in the top 25. Take a look at the DEX tools. So here we go. There's that beautiful price chart right there. That just looks ready to send. I like that very much. So what do they have? Let's see, 99 DEX T-score. That's perfect. That means the audit has passed with flying colors. The liquidity is locked. 0% buy tax, 6% sell tax. More on that later. Let's see the trades. So I like to just kind of look at the buys and sells to see how much volume people are trading. It's pretty good here. So what you don't want to see is just only trades in the $100, $200 range. Obviously some of those, but you have some big ones. You have a $1,200 trade, $2,700 trade, a $4,500 trade, $12,000 trade. That's what I like to see. So unless you're entering a position in the multi-millions, slippage and low liquidity is not going to be a problem, assuming that you enter your positions in a couple $1,000s at a time maximum. And then just to prove the liquidity is locked, so here it is right here. So liquidity is locked for 10 months until April 2024, and there's the 10% of LP burn so far, and it's even higher than that. We'll go over more in that in a second. So more about Blaze Token. What is it specifically? So here's the website, blazetoken.io. So they build themselves as a hyper-deflationary token. Essentially, Blaze aims to burn its supply through weekly burns. These burns get noticed by everyone in the crypto community and attract new investors. Crypto is a massive community, multi-billion-dollar market cap, so Blaze has the potential to go more than 10,000x. So essentially, it's not really a meme coin. There's some meme-ish elements. It caters to the same retail crowd, but it's not directly a meme coin. They're hyper-deflationary coin, meaning incorporating big token burns on a regular basis is the way that they do it. The idea is that, obviously when tokens are burned, that reduces the supply, which should theoretically increase the price. And then when the price increases, that's when the community notices. So the community grows and they start buying and the price increases more. That is hyperdeflationary and the goal of token burning in a nutshell. Now here's a little chart. So you have to be fully transparent with the burns. I've been in a lot of other projects like Baby Doge, Volt Inu, where people just think the burns are being fake. They're not, but the team isn't as transparent as they can be, and that can be a problem. So this team, they've solved that. Very, very transparent. So let's go to the website here. So this tells you each week exactly how many tokens were burned. So this is the big week right here. We're about, I think, 164 billion tokens were burned this past week. That was 16% of the total token supply burned just in this week. And then the other weeks, we had some pretty big ones too. So this looks like about 21 million tokens. This looks like 49 million or 490 million, something like that. So this team is very transparent. And then the burns are not done necessarily every day or on every transaction. So a certain percentage of each transaction, that goes to the burn pool. But the actual burn doesn't happen until once a week. So once a week, all those percentage burns that should happen are totaled in, and then that amount of tokens is sent to the burn wallet, which is represented by this right here. I like that. It's kind of easier to sort of tally up the burns and how much it's, what's its relative value to the total token value, the total token supply, because that's what's important. And I even did the math. So 164 billion tokens that they burned this past week. Is that really 16% of the supply? So I typed it in here. There's the total number of tokens. Here's the price. That comes out to $437,000 USD, which is literally exactly 16% of the current $2.6 million market cap. So that's a lot. This is money that the team, if they were dishonest, they could just take for themselves and sell, which would reduce the token price. No, not only are they not doing that, they're just full on burning the token supply. So no one can have it. And then it's going to reduce the supply and then hopefully increase the price. So I love the transparency. And here is the token transaction on Etherscan, just for further proof that the burns are happening. So yeah, with burns, I've been in other projects where it becomes a problem. This team is fully transparent. Major thumbs up right now, right there. Now, previously they were doing a little bit differently. They were going to do, for every Blaze transaction, not only would Blaze tokens be burned, but also Shiba Inu tokens would be burned, because a lot of the founders come from the Shiba Inu community. There's sort of similarities between the two communities. And they even started doing it that way. See, this week they burned some Sheep tokens, some burn tokens, but then recently they decided to kind of just focus on Blaze itself and forge its own path. I kind of like that. The bigger communities, you never know if it's going to work out. Are they going to accuse you of sort of piggybacking on their community, whatever, even though you're not? So I like this. It's more clear and focused. Now let's look a little bit more at the website right here. So it's blazetoken.io. Links will be at the bottom. Always want to make sure. So here's just the total. I like that front and center, clear and concise, total amount burn. It's not just this week, total amount. Got some price action. We already went over that. Here's how you can buy right here. So again, here are the links. This takes you right to Bitmart, CoinW, and then here's Uniswap. If you've never used Uniswap before, it is very easy. Basically, you don't even need to go to uniswap.com. You just click connect right there, and then like if you have a MetaMask, most people have that. You click MetaMask, give it permissions, and then you would just enter the total amount that you'd want to buy or sell, etc., and it will execute the trade for you right there. So easy. So select your token, etc., search for it, enter the amount, then that enters the amount in that token that you want to swap for it. It'll give you the amount in Blaze. Hit send, you're good to go. Much easier. Don't get scared off. But the decentralized exchange part, they're actually easier to use than centralized exchanges, from my experience. What else do we have here? Tokenomics, roadmap. We will go over all this. Links to the socials. Now let's look at the team, because the team is one of the big advantages of this project. Obviously, with a lot of these kind of meme-ish projects, even though this isn't a meme coin, but with a lot of these new projects, non-DOX teams, anonymous founders, that's the norm. Not with this team. Not only are they fully transparent, identifiable, these guys have pretty good backgrounds right here. So this guy, Levi, he used to be known as Crypto King. I first became familiar with him back in September. I noticed that Terra Luna Classic, so after it got nuked, before that, it had a big comeback in September. It did like a 5-6x in the matter of a couple weeks when the whole market, September, was asleep, doing nothing, and even Do Kwon was out of Terra Luna Classic by that point. So I did some research. I'm like, what is causing this? And then a bunch of influencers were just doing a great job of they were in the community, posting tons and tons of videos in Terra Luna Classic. He was one of them. They were getting ridiculous traction in their videos. He was the biggest one. He was getting 25,000 views on a lot of his Terra Luna Classic videos for right in the middle of a bear market and a token that was 95% less than it was months before. Amazing. So this guy, almost single-handedly, with the help of a couple other big influencers, really helped Terra Luna Classic have the revival that hit ad in the fall. So that's where I first found out about him. So he's Canadian, Levi, passionate about all things cryptocurrency. Terra Luna Classic initially. Lately, he's been in the Shiba Inu community, and now it's his new beige of the Blaze token. He started Blaze token to promote the concept of burning the Shiba Inu token. Now they're just focused on Blaze, etc. And then he, obviously, since he's an influencer, huge followings, 80,000 followers here. I think he's got close to 100,000 on YouTube. He does videos as well. So obviously having your founder with just a huge fan base here, follower base with similar crowd, similar retail meme-ish crowd, that is very beneficial. Here's the other founder right here, Rashitha, if I pronounced that correctly. So I was not familiar with him, but he's got a great background too. He's been in crypto since 2017. Says the Luna crash affected him in a big way, taught him the importance of protecting his capital, protecting the investors, so they're going to have good risk controls here. It's very good. He has degrees in aeronautical or aerospace engineering and management. So he's clearly kind of the technical, analytical guy, but he also is a great believer that the backbone of every project is the community, which is true. So he's not just a dev guy that, doesn't really help quite as much. He understands community is the bread and butter. That's what I like to say. Let's look at the tokenomics right here. So again, this is not a typical sort of meme coin tokenomics where it's just, 5% goes to the centralized exchange / marketing pool. The other 95% is just out in the open. This is more of a typical, you could even say like a VC coin token supply here. Say 29% went to a pre-sale, which they completed a few months ago. 24% that goes to the development cost. Marketing might be in that too. 10% goes to teams, so there is a team supply, and there's like locked, gradually released over 2 years on probably a monthly basis. 14.5% goes to liquidity, and 22.5% is unlocked out in the open to the community. And then additionally, the burn, so I mentioned that, so it's 0% buy tax, 6% sell tax. And then how that's broken down is the 6% sell tax, 20% of that, so a fifth of that goes to development costs additionally, and then 4/5 of that, 80%, goes to the burn pool. And then again, it's not burned right then, it goes to the weekly burn allotment, which is totaled up, and then that equivalent number of Blaze tokens is then sent to the burn wallet and burned once a week for a more sort of kind of a dramatic once a week burn. It just makes it more easy to sort of keep track of all of that. Now let's look at the roadmap right here. So they have broken down to Q2, that's currently, and then Q3, Q4 of this year, that's coming up. So it looks like they've smashed through most of Q2. They've done their pre-sale, their fair launch, pre-sale, and pink sale, done the market research. They've launched the token contract. They've done audit and KYC. Did Uniswap trades. They smashed through everything Q2 ahead of schedule. Q3 get listed on exchanges. They've already done a few of them. Do some crypto games, NFT projects. Let's see, they also say they wanted to have an NFT marketplace. What else? Get more widespread coverage from news outlets, increase the marketing budget. So it looks like kind of right here, right in Q3. Additionally, they have other plans for crypto casino and then a cross-chain swap DEX. We've seen that on a lot of projects too, so it's good the team's really focused. They have their roadmap in front of them. Let's look at the socials here. So Twitter page, Blaze_token. There's Levi right there. Here's Crypto Zeus, big influencer for Terra Luna Classic. He just did a video review here. He's very credentialed as well. But and again, you got to have memes, so they understand the power of memes. It's, memes aren't really needed on YouTube, but they are needed big time on Twitter. So they have a very sort of memeable character here. The Blaze dog, it looks like. A bunch of Blaze dogs, a bunch of fire emojis, etc. That's what I like to see. So that's it for Blaze token. Links are at the bottom. Always do your own due diligence with this kind of stuff. I like this one for a couple reasons. Number one, it's already stood that initial test of time. The first few months, the market cap is even higher than it was before. Their holder count is growing considerably. It's over 1,000 holders right now. So this coin is, is definitely in it for the long run, and they are trending up, going in the right direction. I also like how the founders, not only are they fully identifiable, they have done it before. They've grown communities from scratch, from much lower numbers. They've proven their success. When Terra Luna Classic did a 5x in September, I was blown away because the crypto market was doing nothing then. So this is the one I'm definitely bullish on. That's it for today. Drop a comment down below. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'll be back tomorrow with a new video. Ben Crypto signing out. Catch you later.